All right. Well, we like to start everybody off with like a introduction. Typically, I'll like put it through ChatGPT and like kind of like things about you, and then I'll read the rundown. But I'm gonna have you give us an introduction of yourself, like who you are, how you have a son, what you do for work, stuff like that, and then we'll kind of get into it.
Your basketball career too. You can mention that.
Yeah. But before you do that, hey everybody, welcome back to the PRSÜT podcast. This is episode number 7, and it's the first one of 2026. And so we took a little bit of a break, but we're back in it, and we're excited to have Jordan Spencer on, and she's going to be giving you a little rundown on who she is and a little background. So go for it.
Okay, my name is Jordan Spencer, as Easton said. I played at college basketball at Wayne State. I have a son. His name's Riker, and he's 2 years old. For work, I am a nurse practitioner in the mental health field. I've been doing that for a little over 2 years now. Been coming to PRSÜT for almost 2 years now. Yeah, anything else?
No, that's great.
Yeah.
No, that's perfect.
Like,
Good start. Yeah. Well, you forgot to mention the fact that Hall of Fame at Wayne State.
Didn't mention that.
Just got, what do they call it? Just got
Inducted.
yeah.
into the Hall of Fame. So congratulations on that. I mean, that was like a year ago. But,
Yeah,
but
I did forget that. Yep. Thank you.
Just staying humble. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah. So I had to brag for you on that. Okay. So that's cool. So the coolest thing like about you and I've seen from your journey that I admire so much is the fact that you're a single mom, right? You are a full-time nurse practitioner, which requires a lot of energy and obviously time. And how do you feel like you've been able to like get through the past couple of years of like now adding like all this stuff that you had with having a baby boy to, going through nurse practitioner school and now adding a whole nother part of your life of fitness and health and focusing on, because it takes time too. It takes an hour in here, an hour plus nutrition and everything like that.
So how have I done it? You're asking?
Yeah. Like, how do you feel like you've navigated your way through it?
I don't know. I feel like, I don't know how to answer that. I mean, I've always stayed active regardless, even if, you know what I mean? Like, even if being busy with work and everything, I've always made it a priority just because it's so important. Like,
Yeah.
for me, I've always loved staying active and working out. And now that I have Riker, I feel like it just adds that layer of more importance, right? Because, like, I'm his role model, and I want him to be able to see that I can do hard things, and then so can he when he grows up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I've just always made it a priority. I'm definitely not a morning person. So after work, I'm like, man, I got to get in there. And there are days where I don't want to, but whether it's I have time to pick him up and bring him with me, or I come here and then get him afterwards. I mean,
Would you say that the workouts here just kind of like make it easy to be consistent? Like,
Oh, yeah, for
just
sure.
being around the community and like the workouts kind of are
Yeah.
fun and
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. I would say hands down 100%. I like the class atmosphere and environment. I feel like, the 5:30 time is my time. I try to come in early if I can, the 4:15, but
I don't think I've ever seen you at a class before that.
Well-
Or this week.
What? Really?
Friday I was here at 6:15.
No way.
Yeah. I was like, what are you doing here?
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So, but the thing about you that's really cool that I've noticed is I would never know that like you don't want to do the workout. Like there's some people like sometimes will come in and be like, oh, this workout sucks or whatever. But you're always just like, you come in, you show up, you do it to however much energy you have, no matter how sore you are, and you do it. And like, that's a testament to, I feel like, how you do everything. It's like, I always like think, and I've asked you before, like, how do you do it where you have such a stressful job, where you deal with a lot of different people, and you're like, I just do it. I just show up, I give my best, and
Yeah.
so that's what's cool.
Well, I always tell people at work, like, because obviously I got Todd to come here, and he came here for a little bit.
Come
He
back,
always-
Todd.
Yeah, exactly. But this is like quite literally my therapy session, to be honest with you. And that's why I don't like stray from consistency with coming here, is because it does help. It relieves that stress of obviously work and all that stuff too. So, and I also like that it feels so like, it feels kind of like a basketball. Like I describe it like it feels like a team sport too.
Yeah.
Like, cause even though you are in here doing the workouts on your own, you have that community and team environment. You know what I mean? And that's super cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you think that you've always had that mindset? Like, did you learn it from somebody or?
I mean, everyone in my family is pretty athletic, from like my grandparents to my parents. Both my parents played college basketball, so just I've always been active and always like hardworking and always going to the gym, and I've never strayed away from that. I feel like that's just kind of like who I am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then having Riker just kind of didn't set you back, but like, I don't know. Yeah, I guess you could say that. Set you back just a little bit, but yeah, after Riker, then came here and then just locked in. And then kind of tell us about like how you were staying active and everything, but just there wasn't that little bit of whatever to get you through. Like, would you say that the nutrition was the tipping point that was like, I work out consistently, but I'm still not seeing the results I want? Do you think that nutrition, it came down to nutrition at that point?
Oh, for sure, especially after I had Riker. After I had Riker, and even before coming to PRSÜT, I was going to the gym by myself and, you know, hitting out workouts, stuff like that, but definitely not as consistent as I am now. And then after I had Riker, I was staying active, you know, going to the gym. I was frustrated because I was like not losing the weight like fast enough or whatever, you know what I mean? People are always like, well, you got to bounce back and whatnot. But definitely when I did incorporated the nutrition piece, that like really like took off for me.
Yeah. And you've maintained it too, because you didn't do nutrition that long, and then you're just the type of person that like
6
gets
months.
it, and then you've maintained it. So it's just been really cool to see. Yeah, go ahead.
That's like the goal of how we coach nutrition. Is it's not a diet, 50-day diet type of thing. And even when we're doing this 50 days to fit, we're creating these tasks that set people up for lifelong success and that they're going to maintain forever, not just like 75 hard is great, but it's also like hard. No one's going to maintain 2 workouts a day. And well, I guess I don't even know all the other stuff. And so, yeah, I admire how you've just like continued it. Again, like you didn't do nutrition that long, but it shows in your workouts, and I'm sure you feel it in your energy level from a day to day. But then you can also like, it's not like, okay, you eat perfectly clean probably 24/7. Maybe you do.
No.
But you can also, you like know the balance of like 80% of the time I'm going to eat really well, 20% of the time I'm going to go enjoy my life, and it's not going to affect me because you take care of your body.
Yeah. I would definitely say accountability too, like with the whole nutrition thing, like having someone check in with you every week and stuff like that really helped.
Yeah,
too.
you don't want to let them down.
Yeah.
Kind of the same thing with the gym too. Like, we hold you accountable. 'Cause if we don't see you for a week, we'll text you and be like, dude, where are you at?
Yeah.
I got a question. Do you look at the workout before you come, or you just show up?
No, sometimes I do. More often than not, I do look at the workout.
And you still come?
Yes, and I still come. Yes. Yep.
Are you ever like, why are we doing this today? We just did this, or this is so sore, I can't do this, or?
No, but I'll be like, oh, this workout sounds like it's going to be really easy. And then I come and do it, and I'm like, okay, no, that was not easy at all. But
Yeah, we always say that the ones that look really easy end up being the hardest, but.
yeah. But I like that they're like different, you know? Like they're
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
incorporating different things all the time. It's like not the same, so.
Yeah, definitely. What would you say, like, well, I could probably guess what your favorite movements are and stuff. Let's see if this is right. Deadlift, like cleans or hang cleans. I'll go with one more. Kettlebell swings.
I don't think you like cleans.
I don't. But you're right about deadlift. I do love deadlift.
Yeah.
I like deadlift, and I like squatting. And
Which is very rare. You probably can't tell as she's sitting down, but you're like 5'10", but
Yeah.
I swear you're 6 foot. Every time you tell someone you're 5'10", they go, "Are you sure?" So,
yeah.
Yeah.
but anyway,
Oh, you know what else I like? I like rope climbs. Believe it or not.
Ah.
I wish I was better at them, but they're fun.
we need to program those.
We
Yeah.
do. We do.
stuff.
They're definitely fun.
I want to take it back a little bit to like the gap between after you had Riker and before you started PRSÜT Fitness. Like, where were you at in life in that stage? Like, were you done with school? And just tell me, like, from a mental place and a physical place where you were at.
Yeah, after I had Riker, I had just finished up. Actually, I took my boards for my nurse practitioner license. I think I took them right before I had him. And I found out and I got, I passed and everything, got my license and stuff. And then I was still living down on like 30th and Dodge when I had him. And I was there for about a solid 2 months. And mentally, physically, definitely not in a good place at all. But I obviously had the support of my family. My mom was really involved in my life and helping out with him, and so was my dad and everyone. I was building my house at that same time.
Oh my gosh. It's a lot
And
going on.
yeah, and I was on my postpartum break, so I wasn't obviously working. Moved in with my dad and his girlfriend Kim, and they live on like 168th and Harrison-ish in that area, and so I moved in with them. They have a basement gym, so I was using that. And then was doing a little bit better, like mentally and physically both, I would say. And then my sister was going here at the time, and she was the one that got me to come here in the first place.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right.
So she
was
me
here
in
first.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but I was like so nervous to come here because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm like, at that time, you guys were NC Fit, and like she's like, oh, it's CrossFit, and I'm like, Jalen, I'm like, I just had a baby. I've never done CrossFit before. Like, you got to be kidding me. I'm not doing that.
You gotta be
And she's
kidding
like,
me.
you can do it. Trust me. Come on. So she convinced me to come in, and then I was always like nervous. You know what I mean? Like coming in here and like with a big group of people, and I was like, I would never come in here without you. By the way, I'm like, so we always got to come in here together. Yeah. And then, obviously that wasn't the case.
Yeah.
She stopped coming, and I kept coming.
Yeah. Which is cool.
I loved it. Yeah. I was like, I'll never come in here without you because it's uncomfortable and I'm scared. And then 2 classes later, I was coming in by myself.
Yeah.
So is it true that CrossFit was way too hard for you? You could never do it?
No, absolutely not.
Yeah. So like, your perspective of CrossFit, or at least our gym and gym space, was like, oh my gosh, I can't do that. But what was like your real actual first experience of when you came in here?
Well, I'm trying to remember. I think after the workout, I didn't think it was that bad as it was like hyped up to be. And honestly, I was like, man, that was fun. It was challenging, and it kind of reminded me of, like I said, like a basketball, like how I was like competing against myself, but doing it with other people, and it was fun, and the atmosphere was cool. And I was like, okay, yeah, I can do this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep coming.
Yeah, that's exactly what I've always said of why I've always done CrossFit or just community workouts and like this kind of high intense stuff, is because you still feel like an athlete, and being athletes our whole lives. Like I try sometimes to go in cycles of just doing like powerlifting only or bodybuilding only, and I last like 2 weeks and I can't. Like it's just not, I don't know, it's not in me. And I'll still do the stuff, but like if I have to have that base of doing athletic things and like CrossFit, that's where I feel like at home. So I don't know if that you relate to that or not, but
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I would agree.
But I also see how non-athletes kind of come in here and pick up that feeling of like a team and stuff. And we always ask them like, oh, were you on like some type of sport or like team growing up? And some people are like, I've never played sports in my life. And then they start to like find out that they actually do like something like this. And that's cool to see too.
Yeah.
Instead of just being an athlete your whole life. Like, I'm just trying to say that anybody can do it, like athlete or non-athlete, and it's fun for
But I
everybody.
think that's a testament to you guys, though, too, as coaches, because you make it so, you know what I mean? You walk us through everything. You know what I mean?
Do you think there was kind of a learning curve starting off, like learning all the movements, or did you feel like you kind of picked it up pretty quickly? Or
I feel like I picked up a lot. Like, I mean, like obviously the squats and things, because I did that in college, but like the cleans and the push jerks and those things, I'm like,
Yeah.
You picked it up very quickly though.
Yeah.
And the rope climbs.
Yeah.
But the best part about it is there's always something to chase. Like you're still chasing movements that you want to be able to do.
Yeah.
And for some people, they have specific movements, like high skill movements. Some people just want to chase showing up 5 times a week, and that's what's cool. Everybody's journey is different, but we're all in the same community. And I always tell people, like when they first start, the first month is figuring out when I come in here, I'm just figuring out what pace I can go, what weights I can lift, and we start everybody light. And then kind of like work up. Month 2 is figuring out, all right, what does it say on the board and what the heck does that mean and what are those movements? And then from month 3 to 12 is where you see that like crazy incline of aesthetic results, actual results in their workouts, mentally, and everything like that.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Then you could go even farther, like from 12 months to 2 years. It's like just increasing the weights and learning more skills. And then, I don't know, even like year 2 to 5, what would you say it was then?
Well, I want to hear actually like, so you haven't been, you were, what, it's 2 years now?
Yeah, almost 2 years, I think.
Okay,
in,
so this might be a little harder for you to answer, but like the cool thing about our new programming is like CrossFit for so long was, or kind of still is like doing a strength in the beginning where it's like one movement, say 5x5 back squat, and then you do a 10 to 30, 25 minute workout. But we feel like we've like looked at the results and watched people as they've come in and done that type of a cycle. And we kind of see they plateau. Like after that first year of crazy results, they kind of plateau, and we're like, what can we do? Obviously, nutrition's number one. Mm-hmm. If they're focused on nutrition, they're plateauing. We have to focus more on their workouts. And so as we've changed it to, we're doing Monday or one day is a full body strength day. Tuesday is all cardio or whatever, like CrossFit-ish workouts. Wednesday. How do you have you seen the difference between before you did the 5x5 back squat and workout? Mm-hmm. So tell me like your thoughts on that, or have you even noticed?
I don't know that I've really noticed, because before, obviously, before you made the changes, I was honing in on my nutrition and things at that time. And that obviously made a huge difference. But now I kind of know what I'm doing nutrition-wise, like hitting my protein, trying to hit my water and things like that. And then I do feel stronger. I mean, I do physically feel stronger and like more capable of doing like the heavier lifts and stuff.
You're actually kind of at a crazy spot where when people would typically start to plateau, because you're like, you did your first year, you probably hit 12 months, maybe like to 15 months, and then we changed the programming where people start to like plateau. Now, like you're still seeing strength results, and I promise you, I've been in this for 7 years. Like people don't keep PRing for 2 years straight, and so that's what's been cool, and I'm excited to see how we continue to grow in classes and you specifically.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've always been able to like do certain things and like lift certain weights and stuff. But like since coming here, I'm even stronger than when I was going to like college.
Yeah, that's
like
great.
I couldn't put 25s on each side and bench that in
And
college.
how old are you?
33.
33.
I'm gonna be 34.
Okay. Yeah, so gonna be 34, and she just said the strongest that she's ever been. And she was a great college athlete too, so that's crazy.
So what did I miss about the programming?
I was just talking about how she kind of hit like a really good stride of because I say from month 3 to 12, like you kind of see that steady growth, and then people start to plateau. But she, right when like she was hitting that 12 to 15 month mark, we changed the programming, and she's just continued to be so like her trajectory
just keeps going up
like this. Yeah.
But I think that's what I was trying to say earlier, and I got distracted. But like, if you stick to the strength and metcons every day, you will start to plateau after that year. But you hit the right time. But yeah, we've looked at the research, we've gotten feedback from people, and separating it out like we have been has just proven to increase recovery. I don't know if you talked about this, but increase recovery and improve strength like you wouldn't believe. I think you were talking about how you've never been stronger before.
Yeah. And I'm working out the least amount I've ever worked out. Like still 5 days a week, but like not multiple times in a day.
I think that especially as I get older with kids, more responsibilities, it's like trying to figure out the least amount that I need to do and and still get results instead of just trying to get as much in as I possibly can. Because for a while there, I was doing 75 hard and doing 2 days, and I still feel like my fitness is almost the same, just because I'm being smarter about it.
Efficiency, not laziness.
Yeah.
Right? Well, cool. One thing I wanted to ask, like before we start to close this up, is you're doing 50 Days to Fit. If you don't know what 50 Days to Fit is, watch the last podcast. I gave everyone a rundown of what we do. But what is your number one goal since you've already done nutrition coaching? You've been here for 2 years. What do you want to get from it at the end of this?
I want to continue to grow in my like discipline, and then I want to keep this going past the 50 days, like just to continue to see results and like just get better and better every day, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my big goal, is to like
Is there
increase my discipline.
Is there anything specifically that you lose discipline in quickly, or the first thing that you lose? Like for me, it's reading a book. Like it's not my strength.
No,
Everyone knows that.
I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, I would say that's the first thing for sure. And then for whatever reason, it's so hard for me to get my water in.
Really?
Just because I'm seeing patients back to back all day, and like I'm sitting, and like if I drink a lot of water, I'm gonna be going to the bathroom every 5 minutes.
True. Every time it's your turn to talk and with your patients, you take a sip of water and then talk. So they're like stressing, bringing a lot of like heavy stuff to her, and she goes, "Hold on,
Yeah.
sip." No, but yeah, I think it'll be good, and I'm excited. Hopefully, you can continue to carry it on. And remember, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's 80-20, 85-15. I don't know. I'm kind of all over the place with that, but having
Some
balance.
days it's 90-10.
Yes.
The other days it's 80-20.
Yeah, for sure. But,
Yep.
Ty, did you have any other questions or anything before we wrapped it up?
I just wanted to learn more about your job and how because you come in and we only see the workout side of you, and I know that is this still going? I know that you have a high stress job, and talk us through like a typical day at work, like, or a typical day, like from when you wake up but during the work week.
Typical day. Okay. So like, for example, tomorrow I'm going to wake up in the morning. I get ready. Obviously got to get Riker ready, take him to my mom's, show up to the office right before my first patient, by the way, like 5 minutes before. Get logged in. I just basically, I see typically 8 to 13 patients a day, depending on the day. I work in mental health, so lots of, anxiety, depression, trauma, things like that. People that are struggling with their own diet and nutrition and things like that. Sleep issues, big time sleep issues. So I'm just seeing patients back to back all day. It can be, I think it's rewarding. A lot of us do stress the like physical part of health and stuff, there's lots of family med doctors out there. We're talking about, cardiovascular issues and diabetes and all this other stuff, kidney stuff, but I don't think there's enough focus on the mental side of things in life, and like there still is that stigma out there. But anyway, so I think it's getting better. But yeah, just basically seeing patients back to back all day, talking about life, talking about their anxiety, their stresses, their worries, things like that, and then typically get done around 4, between 4 and 5 I'll get done. If I get done at 4, I go get Riker, come here. If I get done at 5, I'll just come straight here. Get my workout in, go get Riker, go home, make dinner.
And repeat.
Yeah, repeat. It's pretty simple. It's consistent. It's routine. Yeah.
I thought it was cool seeing Riker just grow up, like, because when he first came in, he was in his little stroller and couldn't walk or crawl or anything, and then sure enough, he could, start to sit up and crawl and get into the chalk bucket, and then
try and eat it.
Yeah.
No, yeah, you're right. It is cool. Like he has been a big part of like he gets to watch you and see you do these things, and it's gonna become normal to him.
Yeah.
Not something like you go ask a kid that their parents have never worked out, and they're like, "Oh, workout, like that seems so daunting and hard," but like it's gonna be a normal thing in his life, right? Like he grabs dumbbells and squats and like that's something fun for them, which is cool, which I love to see. And that's why we welcome, like, we want kids in here, right? Like, we want kids to be able to watch their parents and grow up that way.
Yeah, which is awesome. It's much appreciative as a single mom, right? Like, I'm
Yeah.
like, what am I going to do with Riker? But
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he started crawling a little bit. And he was hanging on the fence. He's shaking it. Mom. And then now he's graduated to just full on running.
Swinging on the rings
Yeah,
over there.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's been cool. It's been cool. Was there any last things that you want to share or say do you want to encourage anybody, or no pressure, but
Yeah, I just want to just thank you guys, both of you, for the big part that you have played in my life and my, physical, nutrition, everything, getting me back on track after Riker. It's definitely not easy doing it on your own, like in an outside, like gym. Like, sure, I could go to Genesis or Boss or whatever, but I appreciate like the community atmosphere and the feel of it, and it's definitely helped keep me accountable, consistent, and stronger.
awesome.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Love it.
I love it. And that's why we believe so much in group settings, class settings, is because we grow together. Iron sharpens iron, and just being around people is going to motivate you and push you on the days that you don't want to be here and do hard things. So, yeah, that's all I got.
Appreciate it.
It's been awesome. Thanks, Jordan, for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Ty?
Signing out.
Signing out.
Is that our thing?